afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 924. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham and invite you to click on that link on the Facebook side, join me on camera, shoot the breeze, share information, etc. So let me get started. I'm going to grab a couple of items from the current issue of the Durham Skywriter. Oh, first, I gotta say, I was listening to NPR last night and listening to the news. The 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Center for History and Social Justice, they got like $1.5 million. They just won $1.5 million to, I guess they're going to continue to renovate the home of 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. And yeah, so hopefully I can get Barbara Lau on my show. And to talk about that, congratulations, like $1 million. What could you do with $1.5 million? I could do a lot. But basically, I don't want to make light of this because this is monumental. I'm sure that they will continue to renovate the house and grounds, and they're going to have events in there, showcases, I'm sure, meetings. Yeah, they're going to do a lot of important work in there. So congratulations to the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Center for History and Social Justice. And just a disclaimer, a lot of people ask me if I'm related. No, Murray is my dad's side. It's my mom's side who's from here, so no relation. All righty, let's see. Let's go to the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. I'm going to start out by letting you know that there are really helpful programs that you can connect with. City and county programs, so just read about them at your convenience. If you need help with rent, for example, if you've fallen behind in your water bill, if you need a job, etc. So just check it out at your convenience. All right, the libraries are all open until 6, and that includes Bragtown. And Stanford L. Warren, they're going to be closed for a couple of months. They're still renovating the building, making some repairs. All righty. Let's see. Let me scroll down to Book Harvest. The Book Harvest Rapid Response Center is open on University Drive. And basically, they have shelving where you can take your kids, go through the shelves of books there, pick out some books, take them home. They have like multicultural or what's the phrase here? Culturally inclusive. I love that. Children's books from like preschool or infant age all the way up to and including high school age books. So definitely check that out. Because now that it's getting cooler, it's a nice time to curl up with the book and enjoy get in some good reading. Okay, let's see what else is on the word page. Let me mention Keep Durham Beautiful. This isn't happening till next week, but you might want to just take your time and decide what you're going to do, because Keep Durham Beautiful, they have the Durham Big Sweep every year. So for the most part, most of the events, which means volunteers, that's you and me, volunteers will clean up or tidy up their neighborhoods, their parks, creek beds. So you can sign up for this annual cleanup. For the most part, most of them are going to be held next Saturday, on October 2nd. In fact, let me just tell you. Now, Tanya told me to keep checking because I think they're going to add locations. But scheduled for now on next Saturday, October 2nd. So they're going to have a cleanup in Northgate Park, Garrett Road Park, and also West Point on the Eno Park. And then the following day on October 3rd, a Sunday, Long Meadow Park. That's in my community, so I might be helping out there. And then October 9th, Gear Cemetery, the historic Black cemetery. So definitely. So just go to the word page at your convenience and see if you want to sign up for any of these cleanup projects. Okay, the Southern Documentary Fund should be mentioned as well. So if you're a non-fiction filmmaker of documentaries, you need to know that the Southern Documentary Fund, they have SDF production grants. So the information session is going to be next Saturday on October 2nd. I know that's way in advance. I'm mentioning it now because you might want to look at where you are in terms of your your documentary. So this is for funding or helping to fund film projects that are in pre-production, production, and post-production. So you might want to see where you are, see where you need to spend your money or their money, and just jot down some ideas and be ready to attend the information session. I think the deadline for applying is October 15th, but this should be really, really interesting and really helpful for filmmakers. All righty, let's go to the school tools page. There's something happening with the schools. Let's see, or rather I should say one of the libraries. Dr. 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗟 from North Carolina Central University's Fab Lab, he has this program. It's really cool. It's an autumn STEM camp. And STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. So he's holding these programs at Bragtown, at the Bragtown Library. I'm sorry, it's not just the library. It's now called the Bragtown Family Literacy Center. So the next one is going to be on Monday, September 27th, from 4 until 5:30. Now, this is for young folks. This is for preteens and teens who are interested in science and tech, math, that sort of thing. So let's see. So the topic for next Monday is going to be Make Code. You do have to register your young one, your pre-teen or teenager. You do have to sign them up. It's free, though. So definitely, this is going to be a really fun event. There's going to be additional classes, I think 4 additional classes. So after Monday, September 27th, and the next one will be the following Monday, and that will be all about paper circuits. I wish I knew what that meant, but anyway, I'm going to find out and let you know. I'll add it to the post. I'll bet you the kids know, because these kids, they're brilliant. They're on top of this. So anyway, let me now go to the health page, to your health. Let's see, I do have your COVID updates, as you know, your test and vaccine information, including places with Saturday hours and also Sunday hours, where to get your free vaccine for COVID-19. Hershey Pharmacy makes house calls. That's the only place I know about so far that does that. So if in your household you have someone who's elderly, disabled, can't make it into the county or the different places, or Lincoln Community Health Center, the different places, the different pharmacies to get vaccinated, they come to you. So check it out on the health page. And I think there's going to be a special one-day event today. Let me scroll down and find that. Let me find it real quick. 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, they're administering free COVID-19 tests. That's going to be today. They already started, and it'll last until 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is going to be at the Asbury United Methodist Church at 806 Clarendon Street. And again, it's only today until 5. Thumbs up to 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. They are doing great work. All righty, let me scroll back up and let you know about the webinar that's happening today, later this afternoon. So the Duke Cancer Institute, they're going to be hosting a webinar called Ovarian Cancer, Signs and Symptoms, Early Detection and Treatment Overview. That's going to be this afternoon, or rather this evening, from 6:30 until 7:30. It's free. It's online. It's really, really super important. I'll tell you why. There's no screening test for ovarian cancer. So we need to know what the early symptoms are, because it's a tough cancer to deal with. I'll tell you that right now. So you do have to register. It is free. It's going to be online today, 6:30 to 7:30. Ovarian Cancer, Signs and Symptoms, Early Detection and Treatment Overview. All right. And I think the American Red Cross is having a blood drive today. So let me scroll back down to that one. The American Red Cross is having a blood drive at Streets at South Point going on right now. And that will last until 5 this afternoon. So there you go. I can see that Donna Frederick's trying to join. So Donna, you have until I give the weather report. So I hope you can straighten out I think she's having a little trouble with her camera. But anyway, let me continue. Let's go to the sports page and just let you know about the Saturday Morning Run Club. Every Saturday, hosted by the Bull City Running Company. It's called the Saturday Morning Run Club. It's from 8 until 10, early morning running. So they start, so you can choose. They do have 2 stores, so you can choose which store to run from. One run, that doesn't sound, to start at 501 Washington Street, which is downtown, and then 202 West Highway 54. So you can choose to run either 3 miles or 10 miles. It's all up to you. It's free and a really fun event if you love to run. All righty, and I'll tell you about Durham softball. That's going to be Sunday. I'll tell you about that one tomorrow. Let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and see what's happening. I'm going to rush out and go to this right after the show. But Raise Up, the NC Poor People's Campaign, and the Carolina Jews for Justice, they have their bi-weekly Fed Up political food distribution. That's their way of saying a grocery giveaway. This is going to be at the Lakewood Shopping Center. It's going on right now. They do this every other Friday from 11 until 1. So this is the day. So they're going to have food boxes, non-perishables, and also fresh produce. If you're driving, just pop open your trunk or your back door, and they'll slide the food boxes in. If you're in the neighborhood, there's a lot of apartments in that area. And also if you're taking the bus, the number 10 bus serves that area. Be sure to have your rollaway cart because they're going to give you a lot of food. So be sure that you have one of those rollaway carts. All right. And again, you have until 1 o'clock. All righty. Let's see. There's a couple of things here that already happened. Let's see. I'm going to mention this. It already started. But the city's Neighborhood Improvement Services Department, they have this Our Community Stories series, which explores the history of Black folks here in Durham. So the topic today will be Durham College. It's from noon until 1. I'll mention it now because I think you should be able to go to the link that's listed on the Let's Go page and then join anonymously, or rather quietly. They won't even notice that you're late. So you might want to check that out and maybe watch the rest of my show later. Also today, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they'll be giving away free meals to people in need from 3 until 6. They are next door to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street. All right, singer and guitarist Stephen Munoz, he will be leading Lojo Log Off Jam On. This is going to be at the Boxyard RTP on it's 900 Park Offices Drive. This is a nice after work set. It's outdoors, so you can sit, enjoy a beverage or a snack from the different restaurants there. From 5 until 7, they're going to have live music. If you happen to have your musical instrument, you can hop on stage and join in, so that should be fun. So again, free admission, and it's at Boxyard RTP, Lojo Log Off Jam On. Marvis Fun is going to have her online Stay Well virtual line dance class where you can learn the steps to all of your favorite line dances and the ones that you probably need to know for next year's family reunion, etc., etc. That's going to be online on Zoom from 7 until 8, and it's free. Now, I'm just going to run through what's happening tomorrow morning, just real quick. Durham Farmers Market in Durham Central Park, 8 until noon. Durham Craft Market in Durham Central Park, 8 until noon. South Durham Farmers Market, 8 until noon, south on Highway 55, and then Greenwood Commons Shopping Center. Of the Durham Art Market, 9 until 1. Now they moved around the corner from Hunt Street because of construction to Foster Street. So now it's almost right there. Well, it is right there with the Durham Farmers Market. So it's all kind of smushed together. It should be a really nice morning. So Durham Art Market, Durham Farmers Market, and Durham Craft Market all together in the same area. Okay, I think it's pretty much it. Let's go over the weather real quick, if you don't mind. It is 71. It's actually really, really nice out. It's great walking weather. It's 71. It's sunny. It's going to be sunny all day. It's going up to 74. And then tomorrow it's going to be 77 and partly sunny. Well, let me see what it's going to be on Sunday real quick. Sunday, man, this is so perfect. 78 and sunny. Nice. And next week it's going to be sunny Monday through Thursday, mid 80s. high 70s. Not bad. The thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll see. Because, our weather really is hard to predict. A weather person told me, a weather forecaster told me, because we're equidistant pretty much from the mountains and the ocean. Our weather is more volatile than most and really hard to peg. So that's why I'm not going to say inaccurate, but that's why it's just really hard to. Anyway, let's see if Donna can join us. It looks like she's still having camera troubles. Let's see. Hey, Tachi's here. Hey, Tachi. Just heard you on Biz Chicks, which is another, folks. If you love social media, etc., you really need to, and marketing, that sort of thing. Check out the Biz Chicks, and then check out Tachi. Go to Mediascope 16 on Facebook because she has her own show on Wednesdays. So let's see. Let me see if I can bring on Donna. It looks like she's really having trouble with her camera. Let's see. Let's just bring her on and see.
I'm on now.
There, yay!
I didn't know you were ready for me yet.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Awesome. Check out my new Durham flag.
Yes, I see that. Congrats.
Rocking the Bull City flag.
Very nice. Very nice.
So what's new with you, Donna? What's up?
I just wanted to share. We have a lot of new people who have moved to Durham and a lot of people who have moved around. And this is one of my go-to. So I just wanted to share it today. And it's I don't know if you can.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a good picture?
Yeah, where'd you get that?
So this is a voter guide. It's a free pamphlet. It's nonpartisan. It's published by Democracy Now!
Oh, you mean the radio show Democracy Now! Well, it's TV too.
Well, they have an organization that's out in Morrisville where they print these. So I always get these because what's nice about it is, of course, it has all the candidates inside, a little bit about them, what your district is, about voting. It's all in one.
Yeah.
It's a free, and it's also online as well. So
where can we get one?
So you can get one if you want to order one. They sent mine in the mail because I called them up and said, I wanted to get it.
Yeah, I want mine on paper.
But you can go to ncvoter.org.
ncvoter.org. Okay.
And I think there's a link. Let me see how they got there. Yeah, there's a link on that page where you can. It's Democracy Now! North Carolina. Not now, just Democracy North Carolina.
Okay, I didn't think it was a TV show.
Drive. Yeah, it's
okay. I got you. Oh,
they're in
the place it's on? Is that the place? Wait a minute.
On Ariel Center Parkway.
Okay, I thought they were on Green Street in Durham.
They used to. They moved out there last year, 2 years ago.
Oh,
so they're in Morrisville now.
Okay. Democracy NC. I know who you're talking about. Okay. ncvoter.org, folks. I'm going to add that to the comments and also to the Skywriter.
Right.
And then
they want people to have these. So if you want a bunch of them, you can call them up and say, I'm sending a representative over to pick up 20 or whatever. Because they really want people to come get them. Because mailing, is a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. So when I DJ at the bus station the next time, I can have a bunch of those to give away.
Exactly.
I'm going to do that for sure.
So this is the book. It's really handy. Even if you've lived here, a lot of people don't know the candidates for this year. And they don't know the dates because, they have the dates for the primaries. Everything is in one.
Nice. Thank
And
you, Donna. And also in the Durham Skywriter, I do have buttons that you can click on to figure out what ward you live in. And I do have the early voting information, including the different locations and hours. So I do have that. I mentioned it yesterday, but I didn't mention it today. I probably should have. But yeah, definitely for sure. In fact, let me see if I can go to it real quick. The legalese page. So have you voted yet? Because Mayor Schul says that there's been a light turnout, but I like to wait for the excitement of election day.
well, it's early. It's primary now, so
Yeah.
it has the dates on there till October 5th. But one cute thing I was gonna say, anybody who's planning on doing mail-in ballot, the key thing this year to remember, if you're going to mail it in and you get your ballot in, you need 2 witness signatures this year. That's different from last year, because last year during COVID, they changed it because of COVID. They relaxed it a little bit. You need 1 signature. This year, 2 signatures are required as witnesses. So you sign.
Good to know. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, after you've done your ballot, you sign it. You need 2 witnesses, and it could be, another family member and a friend. But that's key, because one thing we don't want is people sending their ballots back with just their signature, and then they're going to be returned because they didn't get the 2 witnesses, because that is a little bit different this year. So I just wanted to bring that up.
I'm curious, Donna, do you happen to know? I mean, some people are alone with their kids, so it can't be your kids. I mean, they have to be adults, or can it be anybody?
I think they have to be over 18 to sign as a witness. It can be
makes sense, because you can't say, "Hey, Pookie, can you?"
Yeah, it can be a friend, it could be a neighbor, or you can have it notary. If you have a notary do it, you just need just one signature. They just
notary. Okay, and they do have notaries at all of the funeral homes. I know that.
But if you're not close to one and you're doing it, is what I'm saying. That might be
okay. Well, thank you. And the early voting places are the Durham County Main Library, and explore it if you're going to vote there. It is so beautiful. Check it out. The North Regional Library, 221 Milton Road. The East Regional Library, 211 Lick Creek Lane. The South Regional Library, 4505 South Alston Avenue. And North Carolina Central University's Turner Law Building, 640 Nelson Street. And they've got plenty of parking there. So there you go. So you can.
So this guide, did I give you the website for the guide in case people just want to go to it? Because you can see the whole thing online.
Yeah, ncvoter.org.
.org, yeah. And ncvoterguide.org too. Because if you just want to see this
NC
guide, if you just want to see this guide online, you don't want paper, you can see the whole thing online.
Okay, I will add that to the Durham Skywriter. Okay. I really appreciate that, Donna. Okay. And also, Kids Voting Durham, they put out their guide every time as well. They just came out with their Instagram version, and the online version will be out soon.
Okay, good to know.
And I will definitely talk about that, and probably have a couple of young people from Kids Voting Durham on my show again. So
that would be nice.
Well, yeah. So what are you up to, Donna, these days?
I'm getting ready to run out. I've got a couple of stops to make, but I just wanted to drop in and share that.
Okay, I appreciate it. And you did hear about the free groceries?
Yes, I heard about that. There's a couple of different places today that are doing that, but I have a stop at the senior center this afternoon. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What's going on at the senior center?
Well, senior center today is Shop the Table. I don't know if you've done that on your show. You register at the Durham Senior for Living Downtown, and instead of just getting a bag of pre-assorted groceries, you can go into their room and shop by the table. So you can pick out exactly what you need, which is nice for most seniors, because they may have particular, food, requirements, and so they can pick out. So it's a mixture of fresh and canned goods. And you bring your own.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice, because when I do get free groceries, when I go to wherever to get the free groceries, very often I do share more than half with the family down the street, because I can't drink regular milk, and there's a couple of things I just can't handle, or don't need, or don't want.
Well, that's a really, and especially for seniors who live alone, where they might not need, certain things. So
exactly.
you don't have to waste. And
Mm-hmm.
You
I
just
hate to
register
waste.
you just register
Yeah.
at the Durham Senior
Mhm.
for Living, and then you they'll set up appointment for you because they have a space restriction because of COVID, so they set appointments up for you.
That's nice. And I mean, what I just said about what I do, that might be a good suggestion. A lot of people who are in my situation, older, living alone, might be saying, I need free groceries, but I get so much, I hate to waste it, and I don't know
Yeah,
what to do.
right.
If you know a family down the street and they look like they'd appreciate some free food, share it with them, because I
Yeah.
do it every time. There's this
Mm-hmm.
one family, they've got like 3 kids
Right.
and cousins,
Right. Right.
and they love it when I come by there with groceries,
Oh yeah, it's a good way to keep the pantry fresh and
Mhm.
definitely. But
For
thanks
sure.
for having me on, and you
Absolutely,
have
Donna.
a good weekend, and we'll talk soon.
You too. Okay, take
Okay.
care. Thanks
Bye.
again.
You too. Bye bye.
That was awesome. Great information. ncvoter.org. Also, ncvoterguide.org. You can get from Democracy NC, a voter's guide, nonpartisan. And you can also pick up a bunch. I think I'm going to do that. Morrisville isn't too far away. I think that's where that big Walmart is. So I don't know where it is in relation to that Walmart. I don't know much about Morrisville at all. But anyway, that is pretty much it. So if anybody else wants to hop on, you can do so. I would welcome that. If not, share this show out so that more people can know what's happening today in Durham and can find out about those voters guides and also where to get free groceries. And the job information that I had earlier, the city is hiring. So you can go to the Word page and check, click on the city of Durham and see what jobs are up for grabs. And with that, let's see, no one's going to drop by again. Okay, cool. Have a beautiful day. Now, Bull City Hangout, I almost forgot to mention, with tomorrow being Saturday, the show starts at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. The reason I do 2 hours early is because I would hate to start the show at noon when all the farmers markets are shutting down, because that's kind of goofy. Thank you, Tachi. Tachi's saying great show. I appreciate it. Just doing my job, ma'am. You can tell I love doing what I'm doing. So I'd love to have you back on this show. But anyway, actually, Tachi, I need to talk with you and I need to know how to get in contact with Dryer Buzz because I want her to come on my show as soon as possible. So anyway, talk to you real soon. Folks, I will see you at 10 tomorrow for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.